that's why Eda in the television. Now we share daily show base. Akusia kwani eni medine master na ben. Yebesi nkonwa atwetwe enkomo na de afa. Ye ensama anopambobo so kakra ede echire wo no. Ye mani kai mamoso say MC adwuman aye something which is there. Say AI. We are in the era of technology. AI aba. Na de upe bia won sabeka even on WhatsApp crampo no we use AI no crampo niam obetimi de WhatsApp cra aye e de search for e de aye o research no enya asem ketwa now awards night be a course so Millennium Excellence this program no award ya na mo de ma etitru fo a won mo aye bibi e wo society no won mo na ya na more acknowledge or more efforts ewo Ghana han say ekoso na Chris Attoh ye nyina ye nim no say ono so or influencer mo osign ewo sa media adwumaye mu oye MC pa ye ewo programs ahodo bebre ono enokoye MC ewo ho no dwumadie na se no enka normally ye nim se dwumadie bi se ya na nipa mienu ene normally oba baako bema baako this time around it wasn't like that Chris Attoh ene robot ene roboto ena ekoye MC no ewo dwumadie no ase isn't it interesting? Very interesting. But how is it going to help us? Ebegu MC adwuma na said would there be a day where afeye nya nipa kra emane meye but we have this robot oba be gina on ma be kasa be MC program na okọ ana ye be twetwe enkomo e de afam me san so me ka cho say you know we Toffee aben kofo bebre tafre pa okwa nkofo tafre mu mani mu mema ni mu nkola nyina na statistics na nsen ebet da bonte say atiatese ewo secondary schools ahodo mu pa ma nkwala no obekọ no ma ye twan tete classrooms ni ade enti ye twetwe ho nkomo enidaso television ye to ye hu grow montene so ne omanfo kasa say abe nye ne den na mame ba akode a wode baaye no na ye hu ne say mame asemi a okay emu orem ayebetimi atena so edi hu enkomo say mame ne kire say enei no say nka ye be ya e wo say nka ban ankrankra ejai sukuu no nyina na ye de ma ensore na ensore enti say your Presbyterian secondary schools your Roman for your Pentecostal school ne de yemfa man sore no na ensore ni mumu no manage school no ba ne sa discipline beba school mo no ba ne sa mo fa ne benya ntete pa wo school mo no sa na ono nso so eka ye bi nso so kire say asofo ma bebre no krampo ye omo ye nkwala abo ne kura nya sempeto no kro ye sofo ne ba tisi ye German school na it is not guaranteed say mofra no one mo ebe jai ensemone anase nkwada abodesem no ewo school ne to da bia ya na ntete ani efrifie ansa na aba school mo and then aside from that no obi obeso school mo bia needs to be very disciplined anya sa de a asori o hwan yo abofra no obese ya obese wadwenkyere e wo sansem ni hu etesei ensama hodo ni bi e wo ho no be twetwe nkomo e de afa ho ubetimi e de wadwenkyere e de afa WhatsApp number 0500788103 anase Facebook okona wo hwe ye wo ho no ma ya na mkase ne ma miensa ene yehia e wo ho no say watch the video for us, like it and then share it for us as well and wo wi a fa comment no fa ka fa bra ase ho no na yenkenkan emfa Emma wo that's why I share in the television and then daily showbiz abedwafo abekam nsa e wo ha no say na me hu am say and dey all black party and I say all black day and na nipa miensa ya betena no ye nyina obia e she black e ma ne mi no she black be ma no da ye ntem so no ono so agene black and na obote e ha no abedwafo me makwa aba bibia boko ene dey then ye nyina nipa miensa nyina say otum me mom de black de me pepa e match bibia nti no oye me damn black and also what's your reason?
It's similar. Say black an easy going color. Black and white are easy going colors, you know, especially open term maybe our person for bibisha. Of course, who black one it makes putting up something easier.
Okay, now also reason they say.
Oh, I just felt like putting on this.
Okay. All right. And it's a more hair na enye se ebia eye bi na aba. Aha de wonu say Africa, especially here in Ghana, when you sha black people say ade when ye.
Oh yeah.
By enye ye. De enso ye pe enene ya she eno no Roland Amate ono blogger and afen so no oye road manager de wo shatter movement emunti no wo hwe ntiri ho aye otimi say shatter movement ampa Roland and abeka yensa ha no say na afen na udin de age so oboma me de ka ho no amoshiele wonu sam na me kan ka me kan amoshele enti na amoshiele na abeka mensa anope oba soro no ahofe say be ma ba kwa ahofefo na oda ema mienu entemo ene I won't be biased ene ne de me de be ma shatter movement you know shatter onti ase eh one tree
100% being fan.
aha
I can't show.
Debbie o and say boom and a shatter so I have to be neutral here. Hey, this is a very difficult.
Yeah.
But then you what call your band? Let me be biased.
It's not difficult.
It's not.
It is not difficult.
You think so?
Oh, it is.
Oh, you beam. Or you beam. Oh, you shatter.
It is not difficult.
So it means that I have to be in the middle. I can't choose stance.
Oh no.
Well, you can. Political parties can for choose stance.
Then na me then the obedena someone munim.
Yeah, of course. You
Aha.
can represent
Obedena. Now then I'll show it, sir.
No comment.
Obedena. All right. You go straight to your topic for today. Any kind robotic and answer robot MC a course ewo eye Millennium Excellence Awards na a course no say ene you know say nya robot say omra emeye MC ewo dwumadie bi ase so that's the picture. Chris Attoh na ne gina ho na nipa da sani pa wo hwe robot anim ne di nkomo ti wo hwe aso ne nipa na na edi nkomo wa kye na ni akyere na ode no edi nkomo say eye bibi say ya do you think said the MC job no is at stake na ma me sha se emfemfiri na ho no mo.
I don't think it's at stake because even in the health sector, during surgery and other things, they have robots that do surgeries.
Wow.
Yes. I think it's not here in Ghana, but outside.
Oh, well, had you definitely not.
But I'm sure it will come soon.
Yeah,
so I don't think it's a threat.
Okay.
Regardless, there will still be people who will still stand and go ahead and be MCing whilst the robots also do their parts.
Okay. But is that not weird? Say, Nipeto na robot in the gina enim ne yakasa. Isn't it weird?
I think we are in a technology era where anything can happen. Because even say a restaurant cry 7 waitress, no waiters. What's your robot with you and your bro? Yes, so I don't think
we are so connected.
Exactly. See, Charlie. I didn't Daniel was also done it.
Yes, yeah, Nani, you be Roland. We are say we are said Daniel no Daniel who be a bunny one answer movie. And see, you think we should accept something like this?
Well, you can't fight it. You can't fight it. We have grown. The world have grown to a certain stage. Technology is the order of the day. Not long ago, internet ethical and saying, you know, we all saw the distress that so many countries went through.
Yes.
So. And yes, so surprised and said now most of our daily lives is situated around technology and its operations. And yes, gradually, I know we will definitely get to a period where we will not find MCs on stage. It is not say be take a man for juma. Name innovations na so. If you realize this sector is being affected or penetrated. The only thing you have to do is to get yourself accustomed to the system. That is the only thing, because these bots or robots are still operated by human beings.
Exactly.
They are programmed by human beings. So how do you, as an MC, also get yourself so known and accustomed to that particular world so you don't lose your job? Because if you are taken off stage, how do you still maintain your relevance in the space? Perhaps you could own one of these bot companies. You are still in business. You could just find a way to be one of the programmers of these particular devices. You will still be in business. it is what it is. You're moving from a power to cassette.
Yes.
Yeah, you're online.
So there's nothing like Payola.
Well,
DJ. So now it is not like how it used to be, where DJs were making money out of your friends, artists. Now it is no longer like that. My family,
but it is still there, but just that in a different form or maybe in a different name.
Okay.
It's still there.
It's still there. All right. Yes, sir. Me want to say, will people be comfortable looking at nipa da se ne yet it one robot ni gina ye nimuna or ni ye twetwe enkomo? Is that to me? I think it will be a bit weird, or there will be a time you think that even ask will be okay. So yeah, we accept it, Anna.
It will interest you to know that in other jurisdictions, there are cars, electronic cars, that are not even driven by human beings. People in recent times order for cars and the car just comes without any driver. It is there. It is happening. So the earlier we accept it, it is unfortunate, say, in this part of the world now, you find it take time be ansana edu hasi. It is rather unfortunate. The only thing we can do, say this part of the world, and say we will just have to learn how to catch up. And this the world will always be about 10 times ahead of us. Once some people are living 2024, now will be at 2005.
20 years later, now but 10 years later, now but this phone I remember there was this series called Vampire's Diary. My name is Masha. I'm sure Ebia Masha. And when it came season 1, then I think somewhere 2005 thereabout. Once ocean movies, you see TV screen now, touch screen is so phones and all that. Those years, we were, to me in my mind, I'm like, it doesn't exist. They do it just for the movies. Not knowing there were things that air cost so homes. That time, hello, Motoya and Nekutai as at that time. But look at us today. So we should send our canon now. Yeah, first say one day. We should start like.
Yeah. So I think for the start, some people will not be comfortable.
Yes.
They will talk. They'll be like, "What is happening?"
Now robots and so dear.
Exactly. But if the robots, let's say, they're all canon, it's interesting. The people are happy and all that. As time goes on, as Roland said, people will adapt to it, and then we'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Because things are changing. We really need to go forward.
Okay. Yeah, wrapping up on this particular topic. Roland, would you want to say, Anna, what can you do? Okay. All right. And yeah, you're moving on from your second story. So, send me cry, we Toffee. We Toffee. Now, say, it will interest you to know, say, a very common. First, none can get common, but say very, very common that people take it. And ma say as recently no omo de information be about and so omo year survey no mo say schools ahodo no mu no mo friend deeper ko secondary school. I know weed has been there since where almost smoking near there, but these days you have the option where say won smoke here obetimi anom nensa obetimi ayeni tea obetimi edi ne toffee. In our secondary schools no Toffee no abapa nti se won kwhye kora na nipa no nhye onye hwe ono monsa won te akọ no ba be hu no aye high. So the kids in school are always high these days because we Toffee no atese e wo school mo ho no nti ye koye se ye kwa bonten koye vox to get people's opinion. Then one woman said something that we thought no, it was say it's not so if the video is ready, a video we are not fear them Attoh.
Madam Teresa, about our school. First, I may say our leaders are not helping us in the school because I don't know whether they have sent their children to school or school outside the country. That is why they were doing us like this. Drugs in school is very, very unfortunate. We, those who attend school for long, we have not experienced all this because the teachers are strict on us. They not go out. They say meetings you stay on campus. No, you have to go back to your various homes. Your parents make sure that you are in the house. The teachers make sure you are in the house. And nowadays, when they say midterms, sometimes the children will say they are coming home, they don't come. They will go back to their friends and do unnecessary things. You, your parents, you know that your child is in school. Your children are not in the house. So I don't know. I think they should give back the schools to the churches so that the churches will handle the schools. I think that will be a little bit okay for us. And our leaders has to do something. Changing of things. Today they say this, tomorrow they say this. And we are not getting there. We don't know which school our children are attending. The lesson they are learning, we don't know. When you are in the house, you think your child is in school. Maybe your child will not be in school, he's with a friend. So I think all this is something. But my few analysis is maybe they should give back the school to the churches so that the churches will know the way they are going to handle the school. Like Corpus Christi, like this, I attend Corpus Christi. We have a school, a secondary school. When you go there, they are disciplined. There is a discipline there. When they give me things, your daughter will come back home and the teachers make sure you are in the house. The parents know that my daughter or...
Alright, my mommy can't say, say, drugs in the school. It is there since we've been to the secondary school. We know say na e wo ho no mo, but then asa aye too much. Enye area say na akọ nanim ana say the mama can say am passe yemfa schools no emfa mammo fan we dey start e dey free ho.
Straightforward jackets like that. So like just like you said, drugs in our communities cry any idea start here. But then it is becoming scary. Says it's here baby Bruno, our second cycle education as it's here. And these are people that we want to pride them as future leaders. And if we are destroying future leaders now, it is one of the unfortunate situations. But then solution are now all kase yemfama almost second cycle schools in churches. Now I don't think that is the utmost solution.
Okay.
Because as far as we are concerned, this particular act is in our society itself and not even schools. Yes, the students are in schools, but almost free school now, and these schools are not in spaces. Schools, they are in our communities, and as far as we also know, or the things that we've seen around us, they don't manufacture some of these things, or they don't prepare some of these things in the schools. It is in the communities. So our negligence as a people, okay, as a fire. And here I would also call on the authorities in terms of even the Ghana Health Service, as well as even the security services, and the environmental protection agencies, Ghana Education Services. All these institutions should play a role in making sure they minimize. As for say to us here, we all know it is an impossible fight.
Yes.
But there are certain quarters that should be, I will say rules near very strict. And it is not about say whether we are giving the schools to churches or whatever. Because if we are to strike that moral balance, and here in 2024, the things that are going on and also some of the things that we even hear or see from the churches, one people are school crime for more.
Yes.
That will be it. Because let's see some of the, or let's just know some of the controversies that are even coming from the churches themselves. Exactly. So if it is on that moral grounds there, then it will be a little difficult. The main solution is to tackle the thing from the grassroots, which is the communities. Now it is almost becoming normal, like you said. Parties, hangouts.
Yes.
You hear of it. Some even you go to some of these local bars and
yes.
some of even the drinks that you see with very weird names.
Yes.
And the funny thing is, you see a brim when you saw you say Ghana for a pet and pay more good yenti. Then the first form of advertising, they say, oh, a bit more watch one. That is the first form of advertisement. And you go to our local bars, they are there. So the FDA, the education services, and all of that. Then no more yafa because it is the FDA that is responsible to regulate it. Inti, omo person mo chese okay. Se me shensa, ane I may prepare bibi wa mi local bar na me ton a okay ana. But se me person me manufacture on a large scale like this. Ensure the betimi abehama dwen say man fa for approval. You understand? In that sense, we I say ye nunu ye ho ne yesre.
Yesre.
Ade na nkasa wo hwa ye behwe ne ehwe, but we want on a larger scale so that people will think that we are working. And I say be pese o bibi kesie bi si penny bi baby ya affected in a certain way. Then you see near better press statements, bro, for be so people will know, oh, we are there, we are working. Those people that pride themselves as human rights activists, they want all these fall under whatever they think they are fighting for. They be any celebrities, no more be near 2 years, be see almost near trolley near the other bomb. All these things are concerns in the society. Ebi anene enyemeba intimate me akasem family. But you don't know who might influence your child.
Yes.
Or maybe your sibling and now baby. Then when it affects you, after that, so for the woman's solution here, I don't think that is the main solution. Okay. It is for the authorities to make they enforce the rules and regulations from the grassroots, which is local communities. Because these are the places we prepare those things. Okay. A free bar. Omo nye wo school ni. Obi benya wo school mu a obi odi free abonten no dia ba.
Na sani okay, o se efri eyi ase ho e na e ba ye se wo betwa dua ye ntwa so ne tu ase. Nti ase ho no nso so ye the community. In our communities, so we have opinion leaders. Our parents are also part of it. Relations, family relations, and all that, they are all there. Do you think, say, ansana adjeni ebedru school, no, it is the responsibility of the your friend is saying the people in the society, the opinion leaders, even the police, the security personnel, some more community, no, to ensure, say, it won't get to the school, nana.
Exactly, because. Let's say meton weed, Toffee. A SHS student abaminch or person to be. Why should I sell it for him or her? Onye undru hoye. So me selling it, firstly, very wrong. But if I'm selling it out, I should be considerate. At least I onye over school, so I can decide to sell it or not. Even though I want the money, you want money, but. Like think twice, you understand. Also, in Kuala Lumpur, ne mama, of course, when mama bet me a check ni BBA pack ni BBA man. And so I didn't share baby. No matter what, so the bell yeah, SHS cry, see my use phone. You buy inspection, whatever. You the best see. Baby, I the best see. The best see.
Moft in as if
exactly. Adrian cry and yeah. What is
yes?
Yeah, the heater call. Yes. It's not. It wasn't appropriate, but we were doing it.
Yeah.
So I think that woman no way in the Charlie. It's not going to work.
Seriously. Day. My father sword and send a walk na. Yenina na make a yenina we been there. See penny no being a bidder, but a bofra dear. Yenina ye bidder.
I think say parents as a parent you should be able to open up to your kids. There are some parents who are so open to their kids that to the extent that or yes, something like this, they can open up. Mommy, I'm doing this. Oh, this is not right. They can even see a therapist, help the person come out from it. But if you are too strict, there are certain things your kid can't. Maybe or far because of something. what I say, Obi Waha, now this is very, very low. Until often say, or you higher, or to meet Nancy chair as your idea. And now, or to me, not you to me be. That is what they think. But as a mother, if you are very open to your kids and all that, they could also tell you, oh, mommy, this and this is, I'm doing this and this and this. Because me, mommy, say, me, are very close.
Okay.
So no matter what I do, I discuss with her. Yeah.
Okay.
No matter what, no matter, even if, excuse me to say,
Okay,
I'll still tell her. She's very open to me.
Then you are fortunate to have such a mother.
She's very open and she won't judge you.
Okay.
She will tell you, say, it's wrong. You are going to this, you are going wayward, this. She will tell you the truth. And I also said, the way she will talk to you, no. And you'll be never just say, men ko yebiu. On tiao, on bo. But the way she will talk to you. Sometimes she talks to me and I'll be tearing.
Okay.
Because she's, oh, can you understand? But if you are, hey, to your kids and all that, there's no way, or no weed and something like this, obey to me a culture. And then also, when they also school on so in Kuala regardless, wherever they will go and get this thing, they'll go and get it. So no matter what, because it's like I don't know, I say addiction be who starts here, getting off it is very difficult.
Yes.
Unless say work with a health specialist, now only work with through some one-to-ones before you be okay. So say young farmer or also from manogram will challenge you. Now you can't also from regulate a whole school. Oh please.
Yes. Nebanam you know me and Sandra went to me and yes.
And I never know beya. And yeah, sorry or whatever. Obey. You understand? So it's just the mindset and how you relate to the people, how you talk to the person. Akolabi wa obet me aka we num sem bia onjai, but there's this particular person. Obet me na kasa. The way they pan back as I said, me mama, the way she will talk to you. Obesu, I'm away no dia we ombu well, but you going to do it again.
Okay.
You understand?
Waka parenting asemi. To me, I was thinking about it. Say, well, answer ne bedroom school mu, answer na community and opinion leaders no crab bebe mu no crampo no. Parents no ejuma. Say e was so much. What me ya adwene?
Of course, charity begins at home. Whatever. Unfortunate say. Yenina from the same background. So there are some people like Na who are very fortunate to be that close to their parents. I say, okay, I have the liberty to talk to my parents and all of that in that sense. But some people are coming from a background that it may not be as smooth as others. Some people are coming from a background that it may not be as smooth as others. You understand? So definitely, and you will be an answer. But then, as a parent, it is also your responsibility. Me, as much as it is one of the primary responsibility of the parent. I am also looking at the education services. One say, growing up, there were even some form of advertisements and educations that were running through our schools.
Akwadawo call him, me call live wow, share the other kind those days.
And we know and can attest to the effect that some of these education and arts had on ourselves in schools.
Yes.
You understand? So me, I am looking at, okay, what is the Ghana Education Service doing about it? What are these institutions doing about it? Because if we should leave everything to the parents, now, unfortunately, if you strike about 10 parents, it will interest you to know, say, about 3 or 4 of them have that close relationship. Majority of parents,
yes. It's true.
Parents ne pie na ne ba na pon school ba. Parents ne be ba no na akwala na da hwim.
Yes.
Just obia nam ne ho saa. You understand? So that is the situation now. Yeah. So if we want to leave everything to the parents and leave the other institutions that are also responsible for the kids when they are out of the house, okay, ebi mu yo mu de na ebi mu nyo mu de. But this is a collective situation. I also be adding in hujim.
Okay.
So whilst parents are making sure, okay, in their little way, they check their kids. You better check your mo or go school. I'll make sure I build a good rapport with my kids so that at least you better me discuss it near mano. We are also, as parents, also counting on some of these institutions for them to know that, okay, periodically, seminar or running with schools. What kind of education do they give them? Because here and then, classroom academics, but here, oh, maybe during entertainment, during certain seminar or career day, beyond Bema, some of these events, other events, extra events, school. What are some of the education they give to these kids? How do they run arts, even on televisions or on our media spaces? Even their social media handles, because most of these kids are on social media. How do you effectively run some of this education on your social media to minimize the effect? Okay, before I call a year education, so the kind of communication or the kind of things that we watch on our TV these days and even on social media, I'm still on the parenting thing. Say, don't you think that sometimes some parents are too strict to the extent say, I am a friend, so when they are going through certain things, let me share this experience that I had growing up in na yeshe movie. So it was me, my sisters, and my brothers together with my parents. And then yeshe movie na. Then the lady came in and was like, "Daddy, this is my fiancé." And like in the movie, my father was there. What was that? Nanka meti ha no biaba. Mabeka chem said that my fiancé ni. Make sure no fiancé any swa. You see, when in the movie, the father was like, "Oh, really? Hi, gentleman, come and sit down." My father was telling us, "Say, or not to hand say, I know what time will be a banana, never chance say of fiancé. Or be town whom you know money so. This is how strict this man can be to the extent say, if you are going through something, so don't you think say some of these things so are some factors are a mom of friends so co school no makoyem collab
some kids think they are comfortable with their colleagues than even their parents. Yes. Someone can share his secrets with his best friend instead of sharing it
with the parents. Yes.
Just like I can share mine with I don't have friends. I don't make friends.
Your mom is your friend.
Everything.
Lucky you.
So you understand, for me, I can share my secret with her, but I don't have any other person to share my secret with.
Okay.
So no way you say me no. Na gender ho. Se me ne ka sem masa ade no enko yi a obetumi ato me fu. You understand? But my exactly. They don't make okay.
Yes.
What I didn't make okay. So I think that it's true, because parents maybe are too strict on their children, which I think they should work on that. Because at some point there are some things they would like to tell you. Because of your character, and I would think, and as I PA and then we're going out with friends and hanging out with friends and all that. That leads to that. Me wa down for or with Toffee, so definitely me no kwa me pekram kwa as time goes on let's say me di ba ko pe ache.
Yes,
you understand. So I think you also have a point there. I think the parents should also come down a little for their kids and all that.
Okay, let's go to the educational aspect of it. Say it shouldn't be just in the schools, no. Name mom say TV adults. Television stations in Suebuso. We know so we have the NCA and the rest are almost regulated some stuff, content near there also. But senior work on the when we had those adverts, no, akola call him, me call library, call them, go see and whatever. Way deben de mi wo cocaine, mi wo deben j social mimpemu bia. So all these things were educating us. Say even if uko school, not say teacher crunch show. Parents doesn't talk about it. Will fear. You watch TV and you see some of these things. So do we think say I say young education services no almost to see and I say oma backslide the kakra in terms of putting good content as far as education is concerned on TV for kids to watch and I said then.
I won't backslide here. No more. It has been this way since.
Okay.
You know, in this part of the world, you're proactive, you're reactive. You're proactive to say okay. Say you share the way at near Marco or the rate at which things are going now. Let's project and say, okay, by 2050, in Kuala say no more bedroom, say no be influence you more. So you have measures went to a so that say do honoma. Say be born in being put the be free more about we minimize it. No. You bet not say.
This one is
you bet train. Until BBKC, then we come and react. Then we come and say, okay, then let's do this, let's do that. A typical example here, not some time ago, when it taking up our television stations, it became so rampant, and the NCA were there. These institutions were there. They were seeing it, they were monitoring it, almost license. Never reacted or never said anything until there was a case in certain places, even minor. Exactly.
That 15 years, 16.
That was when they decided to take action. Okay, let's take some of these people off our television stations. That is when. So me, I'm saying that technology is the order of the day. All these guys have social media pages. All these guys are on social media one way or the other. What is stopping our institutions from connecting to these people? Because you see the parenting thing you talked about. A love and connection.
Yes.
Everybody wants love and connection one way or the other. It is either you get it from home or you get it from outside.
Exactly.
If I don't get that love and connection from my home, I will find it anywhere, anyhow. And even if it is my friend that will give me that love and connection, I'll go for it.
Yeah.
Regardless of the influence that it may bring to me.
Sure.
Because I want love and connection. Until I say, my parents, like now has that love and connection from the parents. So she's fine. So she's not bothered say, oh, Nadam for Rebecca Chen say, Mene kasa. She won't be bothered.
Yeah, because exactly. The best friend is there.
But you see the person that is not getting the love and connection from the house. You understand? So in that sense, these institutions need to connect with the people on social media, on our traditional media spaces. Because like, almost share TV, almost radio, they are on these social media platforms. How effective is your education to connect to them? And mostly, started from the basic schools. And they are now effect near stronger. Because you see, from the basic schools, most of them have some form of mindset. And if you preach it is able to stick faster than opinion. Because opinion baby an yes. All at once. Yes. But akwala no untia bills, untia school of environment. So the thing that you preach to the child from the basic, and no na it's mistake more. Yes. So you realize we can all attest to the fact that most of the principles that we even hold today as adults, 50% of them are things that were influenced by to us from our basics, from our childhood. Inti obi wono obi beka say oh ebia me no monsa me nye sei no obekom na ye ntete ye de man fiti no collaborate. And you say be the poison be agumu ama na anom daw. No, ntete ye de man when in collaborate. So this NCA Media Commission or what Ghana Education Services or whatever, what are the education that they are giving to even the students from the grassroots? Inti ebia say you fancy be research in poni ekasebia in Kola 10 from basic school to maybe second cycle. Someone this education is started from basic school alone. If at the second cycle stage, you be influenced badly, you see that 10 people, it will even be minimized to ebia 2. And now one be or no me fan say no the tin obey. You will be able to save the majority than say ye ja from basic na ye more education. So when they get to the second cycle there, it is God for us or each one for himself. We will decide for ourselves what we want to do with our lives. And at the end of the day, we will be caught up and out of 10 students, we must have 8 or 9 all being badly influenced. So yeah, the education bit there. I was okay. Cool.
Yeah, wrap it up. So now your next topic is so what do you think should be done now? Yeah, Bobo swear by in a nutshell, no. And then I was say yes, if we are not supposed to give the schools to the churches like the woman suggested Nidia. Now then and I bet me to make sure say you bet Tanya Roland there can yet mean twice but you bet me minimize no. And then you bet me
I still stand with the parenting.
Okay.
Because charities
begin at home.
Yeah. So I think our parents should be flexible enough, open. I go call outside. Don't say so I think we should try to adapt that in our homes, and then with that it can also help.
Okay. All right, Roland.
Of course, the education is one of the topmost factor for me.
Okay.
Yes, you educate the person from a certain point or a certain age. Then you hope, or you put measures in place to know, say, okay, even if it's simple, what are the strict rules and regulations that even at the second cycle we can implement to still minimize it? Because the education is more from basic, no more draw. Now, these FDA and all these institutions needs to make sure, say, at that top level, what are even the rules and regulations in point what are strict? I say a simple, you better minimize it.
All right. Said it is always about not just entertainment but education and also advices, and so it can be intiweno to the parents and also to FDA, NCA, police service, or BBRA, and also making sure says anime in a cosum na. Because they say no, we know at say in a different dimension. Say first in the nanka nation on kwa, but say dear, and to Sabian party I say normal common you crowd be kon na say e koso wo hon o say o ko gathering bia se na wa musem na o ko jinse bia no ma wan hwe ye a wan nom de ense say ye no minim say bia wan nya ho de wo be ye no.
For me, I am very particular about the things I take, especially if Sebipia Bonte.
That is
very, very particular. You know, some people, I know some people that have had this experience before, but maybe one here to be very difficult.
Nti I was sempeni for share na omoka ho asem se na be ya mofrey womo ye betimi atese ye nimsa asetuo de yentimi nto ase ne mum no ye betimi ayi bibi e de ateso nti se ne ana ene Roland suggestion na omode aba npenifo betia e be boy mama yenko eye ye topic a etoso miensa eso ahase no so be we interest wo mu pa eye se ye wo abrantie bi a oye gospel musician e wo Nigeria ni din e de Frank Edwards obonyom pa minim se watene nkan na odi bibi betu social media na okase okane nyina na de oka nyina wrapping up ni nyina na se ni import of de na okane nyina na se fake life so we live fake life a ebetimi costume nti mamenkan ne write up ni bi na fe yento aso ose this is my simple advice. Someone told me years ago that they are searching for a job. I said, send your CV just in case anything comes up. My friend started a new oil and gas company, so I told her to apply. She did. She was invited for an interview. Here is where the story gets interesting. They never called her back after the interview. She called me 3 months later to say she didn't hear back from the company. So I put a call through to my friend to ask what happened, and he said she showed up with a Hems bag for the interview, and I said no, she doesn't have that kind of money, and she doesn't have that kind of money. And my friend said, but she showed with the bag, so he felt she is bigger than the position she was applying for. Then I called her to say, did you go for your interview with a Hems bag? She said, huh? Who dashed monkey banana? That is what the fake one, that was the fake one she bought. Here is the pricing of the real bag. Here is the price of the real bag. Fake life will cost you your opportunity. So this is a bag, no? That is what's that? $30,500. Hems, yes, it is very expensive. So this is the actual way. Fake, no. This is not even the original price. No. Yes, this is the fake one. So Frank Edwards at the betu hon say fake no price no crown pony. It's in dollars, not in any of the African currencies. Crown waka say bia ebe. Okay, I'm being told this is the original price. That's the $30,500. The price, no. So, nipa na oko pe adwuma no, oko no na okuta fake bag ni bi. But it looks like a original one. Ti nipa no so a ono so efe nipa na adwuma no. Say bia me na mbe pe adwuma wona me ba na me kuta bag a. The price $35,000 $30,500. Na some me be pe adwuma e wo ho no mo a. Enya de a because you think that nuwosika or you think that position that may be fano your friend is saying low nti minim senia ye be fa sa asem we afa say se me ba be pay adwuma ye na se mkuta bag na should that be the reason I will be say won family adwuma na ma me sha see emfiri na ho no mo.
I don't think it should be a problem. Because I'm coming for an interview. I need to look good. And no matter what, when it's cry, don't let it show on you. Why should the bag I bring to a program be a problem? Oh, sorry, an interview be a problem? Because I believe during an interview, you're supposed to ask the person, like, the salary, how much are you looking at? So if I mention my salary to you and you can't pay me, it's fine. We can still negotiate about it. But me coming to an interview with a bag shouldn't be a problem. I don't think it should be a problem. I don't think so. Because what if it was a gift? And maybe aside all my bags, that's the only bag that maybe can carry my CV. Because maybe I'm supposed to bring my CV in person. Maybe that bag is big enough to carry my CV, so I use that bag for the interview. That shouldn't stop you from picking me, because I believe you've asked me my salary, how much I'm supposed to, I'm expecting from you. I've mentioned it to you. So I don't think that should be a problem at all. I don't know what Roland will say, but
okay.
I don't think
Roland,
it should be a problem.
So this is it. Obe pay adwuma wo me ho. Oba ya wo bag ya ekuta wo no. $30,500. That's the price. Chenkro yi. And I wo de be pay adwuma wo me ho. Me na adwuma no ye me de no kra me nkuta sa bag ni bi. But unfortunately for the person no kwa pay adwuma no, say na bag na ekuta no kra enyo original ye fake. Inti Frank Edwards na sam na wo kan nyina ne say fake life can sometimes cost you an opportunity bia. Unsusu say ebetimi aba. Ye wo abrante bi wo de maya or yes a YouTuber we no ono so say obi kopa adwuma won ho no mo na yeso nipa na okopa adwuma no kuta iPhone 15 no ho be fa wadwuma no kra onkuta sa eno na me maye madwemu na kakra se ne na aka what if even if it's a original what if say a gift ni de mam should that cost me something? Should my appearance cost me an opportunity? Should my appearance cost me an opportunity?
Your appearance can cost you an opportunity.
Okay.
But in a certain context, or in this particular context, the company is not serious.
Exactly.
The company is not a serious company. Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't know how they were expecting the person
to look like. Because she's looking for a job.
And let's even put aside the fact that it is even a gift. The fact that maybe I am coming to look for a position in your company, maybe a position lower than what you have. I don't know how you would want me to look less of myself. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yes.
Because as far as I'm concerned, if I am to look even less of myself, that can also cost me.
Because what I said me buy obi a be pay my why on basa na de be pay.
Exactly my point.
Now mama so the abanka also mama me so do nti.
The scenario that he used and the lesson he's trying to preach, scenario in Namha.
Lesson
baby. Yes, this is not to me a fake life. The lady is not living a fake life in any way. What she has is what she presents.
Yeah.
She presented.
It's not like she borrowed it.
No, and it is not as if say all bad. Whether a original or fake, that is out of the context. And yes, all bad. What's your price tag now?
Exactly.
And the say no no.
How do you go searching the price tag of someone's bag?
No, but that's so upset. So I'm asking I would ask. So you as maybe a company head, say who employer, what are the most important things you look out for?
Exactly.
First of all is the person's
appearance.
Competence.
Yes.
Exactly.
If the person is competent in doing whatever task you think you want to give to the person, unless maybe sir, the appearance, the way they say the way or kasan man, extra bema and see jumano.
Yeah.
And sir, the person's ability to do whatever job you are asking the person to do should come first and nothing else.
Yeah, can be said. You say appearance, deceptive, but it is always the first thing that people look at. Or appearance, odi beko baby. And you can be what you must say. Sanya o beton, hono. Sanya beton. Maybe page one as my home basa. Obeda no who say, Madame for you say or no, so Oshia obi or your fans or your bar na say bema asking it out na say mu pia or bar or fan ho no wa ma hu say owo ho enti me ma wa adwen say obe ne ho low na wa ba be fa ne low
helmet na oba
exactly helmet na oba exactly enti senya wo be je wo ho no saa na wo kwa ye be hu no ye be to enti in this case no me mente Frank Edwards ase
me
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Because even he as a, I don't want to go there, but he as a pastor should be able to advise the man.
Yes.
Because how then don't you employ someone because of the person's bag? What were you expecting? On financial rubber bag,
no famra. No, the bank
because the person you recommended came in with a rubber bag.
Yes.
You understand? So I don't think the appearance should even be a problem at all. Because the panel, you want or the other.
And in this context,
so fano.
Interviewer. Yet show say look good because it's the first thing that they will look at. Interview, going for an interview.
I've applied to many hospitals and they've employed me. And Yanka said, as time goes on, do you know why I employed you? Because the way you came, like the way you presented yourself.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Because me to me, no, imagine also.
Of course.
Yeah, why not? Imagine also. It's a push appearance ni we now receive in area. Me and my catcher also I can do this. Remember, we won't say yes. The person is very good. You understand? So
you have to say, the manager who was supposed to employ the lady, thought that Michelle bag in a price here, maybe mensual salary. My every company has their own budget. Oh, bana how about salary? Salary range or bet me the amount. Let's bring it here to Ghana. Say me kuta this bag, and then when I come, company in the salary range, between 1,500 to 2,000 Ghana cedis, and I have this here. Couldn't have the manager put it on the table, said, this is what I have for you.
Exactly.
Whether far, me, this is what I have for you. Rather than say, Obeka say, the bag needs to, I say, or assumption, no, way. Is that the best thing he could have done?
Of course. That's even the basic or the normal thing for any reasonable manager or employer to do.
Yes.
You have, Senipane Bampuno or the Range Rover Punebe Jumampua. If Sewo as the employer or salary for the person is 2,000 Ghana cedis, say what the man and OJ compare with Jerry. It is as simple as that.
Yes.
The most important thing Yejumanu, the most important thing is for the work to go on.
Yeah.
Until say or the range aba, and or the bag way aba, and or the car we na buy,
and an empapwa
nation and they will happy and how would that even affect the work output? Ejumana nipa na ebe no. So the chalewa tempo ba no betimi aye ejumana. What is your concern? That should be an extra. That should be a secondary conversation.
Okay.
Because yes, there are some people that naturally may not appear good, but can do the job.
Exactly.
Periodically, you can influence the person to look better.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is there. But if you are fortunate to get somebody that is able to keep a good appearance, na oshe no betimi aye ejuma na, chale it is a plus. Why then do you come and say, but then it is in our communities. We have people with that mindset.
Yes.
We have so many people with that mindset. Sometimes people would look at you in a certain light, just like maybe with my hair and my appearance. And
they will judge you.
They will imagine
stereotyping. They will just stereotype you right now.
They will just imagine you in a certain light.
Yes.
It happens. You can't fault them. Madam Fubi, when you need Yasama, or show him, no, I catch up. The beer feeling so calm. That's the only thing he will tell you.
So, with that, I was having a conversation with my man yesterday, and he was like, I was asking him why he doesn't want to go to church. He was like, his appearance, because he has dreads. And I was like, you shouldn't even think about that. Because it's between you and your God. What's your problem? What do you care about what someone thinks or what you look like? No, it shouldn't be a bother at all.
No, it's
No, it is the mindset now. Yekutano. Why we not their pastor? Do you know the number of people that will look at him like
me? I attend Pentecost, New Boyman Central. I am even in the local assembly.
Okay.
I have been there since. That is where they named me.
Okay.
I have been there since. And I remember when it became bigger, they started opening branches of the same church, and they did the English assembly. Most of my peers, the youth, everybody ran to the English assembly. Why? Because that is when the rules of not covering your hair, the rules of you looking some way is a little down.
Okay.
I am still at the local assembly.
Because I moved to a community where me feel say baby I'm sorry no why so me sorry wo
me I am
one bodu ko e be ka say Kofi
I am
in the local Kofi
I am in the local community.
Okay.
Anyhow I appear, I still go.
They don't say anything.
Oh, I have been called. I have been called to the pastor like 2 times or 3 times.
Wow.
This is me. This is how I would want to appear. So if you call to question me, it is just few questions that I would ask you. Do you want me to stop?
Yeah.
After all, it is your church.
Yeah.
You are the overseer of it. Do you want me to stop? If your answer is yes, why not? Because if I come by law, it is trespassing on your property.
Exactly.
So I'll just back off.
No, it's not bad.
It's as simple as that. But then, it is not as if some of us don't know the kind of mindset people have. It is there. You can't fault them. Like Madame Foneka, baby, you're moving so calm. It influences how they think.
Yeah.
Let's allow them. But then, it is also important that if people have a certain mindset of you, you are also careful in the way you present yourself.
Oh, okay. Young Chef Frank Edwards has said fake life can cost you. So, in this context, then say if we think that web radio, then in what context a fake life can cost you an opportunity?
So, fake life that will cost you an opportunity is you presenting yourself in something that you are not.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is as simple as that.
Okay.
So you are going for a meeting, you are going to a certain gathering, or because you find yourself in a certain area. Maybe a man for the range, a man for the bench, Kwame Ataba. Who need be? Enso chinchini dwan.
Also the range beko.
Also person odi bi ko. Ochina, unim say some few days ago I saw a video of guy bi a bem say J-Wagon no say den. Ah no di akobom.
Wow.
Or di akobom. Half say ni na why. Hwe okotre betre susa. This answer den o si obi. Ka.
No. You see?
And it is one of those things. Make us say, wafana ho, wafao, edeko represent like. Exactly. That is the fake life that will cost you. And no one ever cost still.
Okay.
I have seen somebody that is driving a convertible. Your movie open top, your movie so. Or car and around the Labadi stretch. Traffic catch. Why na weather is a sign, she shall say a sepity. Now, normally, car or the eye just press, cover up.
Yeah.
I brand TSC traffic, then 15 minutes. Can
you imagine?
Can you imagine?
Somebody had to come down from his car.
Come and do it for you.
Come and do it for you.
Wow.
Only for me to.
What a disgrace.
So you see, at the end of the day, if somebody would even want to do a certain business with you or would want to have a certain conversation with you, even in some of these instances, it may cost you.
Yes.
Or you present yourself, like I said again, something you are not. When him says our position, a bit more far accolades,
Yeah.
Or you say, or you say, or you say, or you say, set title no fire into yaka. What's a sabon who say tam? I feel you,
Now, something which is there.
Of course, it is going to cost you.
Yes. Now, Father, come here. Yes, sorry.
I think he has said it all. He has said it all. So you don't go acting like who you are not and what you don't have. don't just go acting like you have it. That is it. That's all.
All right. See, on that note, na Yebeka share a Frank Edwards say in his contest. Fakra. Ye kwa interviews Yebefa ye hu. The one so ye beshe. That is all. Yanko borrow attire and fan shan asem pabwana na whatever, but we'll make sure we look good because that is what they teach us. Yeah, train school say not just interview, but when you are going for certain certain your friends say programs and I say you are appearing at certain places, so you need to look good. Exactly. That one dear. Nti eno de Frank yes wa entare ne be shempabwa ne be share de beba man fa ye be kwa kwatena fie. That's the only option because that is it.
Someone wants you to appear that way.
Yes. Well, Yenko last one. Yeah, our very own Ghanaian, I think UK based Stormzy now on any girlfriend. Omo ejai say a long time we ejai relationship there it happens enti omo de write up biba abontene say bet me afa write up na then area we no every omo ho Mike and MJX or say we've been laughing whilst drafting this because we never ever in a million years thought would be the couple announcing a breakup, but for the sake of clarity and more importantly to allow us the space and grace that's needed for us both to be able to navigate this next bit of our lives with peace, we thought it might be best to. We fell madly in love in 2014, broke up in 2019, and then spent 5 years maneuvering life apart. We decided to try for the final time in the August 2023, and we've spent this past year trying our best to make it work. However, we recently decided to call a quits. We were 21 and 22 when we first met, both at the beginning of our careers, and spent 5 years growing together, then 5 years growing separately. So this final attempt required a whole lot of figuring out, relearning and unlearning. We tried and it didn't work, and that's okay. We shall think the absolute world of each other and still care and respect each other. We are still grateful for the time we've had together, and we are still friends and will always be friends. If you see us having a ill catch up at the breaks or something, don't cause a fuse. We are dogs. Announcing this feels so dramatic, but we are doing it so that it kind of takes away the drama and avoid speculations and rumors. We are kindly asking for the grace to let both of us keep it moving and not be bothered about it. In quotes or in brackets, we highly doubt this will work, but we are still kindly asking anyway. Love you guys and thank you for all the love you've shared with us. It's been beautiful. Mike and MJ. Omo de abe. So couple no omunye Stormzy we know Stormzy there. Obeji dim bebre when one sa guy the board my guy ne say ya talk say ono man no so that's him and one girl ni mienu nyina right up na omo de aba eno no nka we no obi relationship a omo jai de nka fa ye ho ben. But yeah, sharing other aspects where celebrities like couple, omo benya issue, and then obe ho omo separate, and then omo meka DNT one mo ejai, omo say na speculations, no obi can your pe. But in this case, to them, the purpose of this write-up is just to break some speculations, no ne, and someone who droning to kwanin some ebeba emfatent no mo de aba. Yeah, into where they are baby, Obianca and Nuntum Joyce Blessing Becca said, Robianca them. Oh, Jibia, a move it on. Do you think this is a very good mover or more a fire now?
Oh, Mama breakup, I don't know.
Oh, Quando, and then I say,
you see, this is the one of the best decisions that a couple that is breaking up can take. But most of the times, you get it. sometimes it goes haywire. Sometimes it goes because of the reasons or the things that led to the breakup. And you'll be such understanding of the fact that, okay, we are both coming from two different backgrounds. So at a point, our understandings may collide. Our reasoning may collide. The things that we like. Like, but at what point do we say, okay, sisi adie, yentimi? And mostly, aya nejina sa niyama na wo ya mempe a meso me ya wo mpe no so. And unfortunately, ebi mu hu ekodim che bi. Let's not imagine things for people. Obetimi aka say, oh, she say na we mu jai fe, no drama, no kicking, no kakam, yentimi wakami bi anim. Eye because of niyama ne si anything no mu jai. Oka say ba ko di ade bo ba ko tri bank ye betro sa letter. Debi. Oka say obi tradition tumemu o baby a ankasa letter we nke betro. And both of them posted this particular write-up on their socials. It helps whichever way. These are some of the things that we would preach said people would do or couples would do because it saves a lot. You see this. After putting up this write-up, any of them can go for an interview.
Yes.
And you can ask them, and they can choose to answer you or not. Whatever you want to ask. Oh, what happened? I can just pull the write-up and ask you to read.
Read. Yeah.
So read you not so beside me. I said, maybe so. Is it brofo na want to answer the amateur na want to You understand? It saves a lot. It saves lots of drama, like they said. It saves lots of speculations because we all know the media there. We will probe into things. The media, you be fifi mu, you perceive oh, or that sorry time big, or the ani be no di. The control mark audition room cry and to say. We will probe.
Okay.
But when they are able to do some of these things, it saves a lot of drama. And in himself, Niamani there is see not breakup neba. Obian the way sifa an ekam. One media house would have the way on the report. Another media house and to see an important the amana online media.
Social media no.
The way people would talk about it. Because in so many one yet them yesterday. But obi betimi aka wasem online one. We be say it say na me to me ya there akweka. You self you begin to question yourself say hey inti we sure say yes I dey way of working. It is just a normal understanding of us breaking up. But the way it will be reported outside. One we always say hey na say na ye ko na ye cry ni.
Yes.
Exactly. So it is the best. It will save them and save their career.
All right.
Because one baby omu free no. And yet time biana, especially when there is a breakup, you add drama to it. One thing to cost your career.
Yeah.
Because here in our space, there are certain companies, because of our culture and our understanding, we may not mind. But you see elsewhere, why your baby BBB, why your Bema BBB, those human rights activists, they are as strong and powerful as any other institution. And it's a normal breakup. But the news babon say, oh, ebia we ye ni bibi say. One year it might cost you. A typical example is recently the bar between Sarkodie and Yvonne Nelson.
Yes.
Elsewhere it would have cost.
Yeah.
There are so many things that here we can do and go scot-free. So them in their space, a good say they always approach some of these things this way.
All right. Okay. Now, isn't it a sign of maturity? Say assemble. Na ubon say the who hana kran say one kind of directly and cheni pana the social media page wo no abetro bibi no we so there no abaye kutia say nyoma no de ato ase no aye video na mama background dey buy recent on ni kunu we saw some where some comments people say na man make it cry, then people will take it out of context and then yeah they fan a warrior who said people were reading meanings into enyama ekoso say nyom kra no be video dey atwa people will read meanings into it. Maybe if they had come out to do something like this and kebe and bibia, is this a sign of maturity now?
Yeah, I think so. I think Mulan has
said everything
because it has saved them a lot. There's no need blah 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 whatever content. I said we see OBR point. There's nothing anybody else can do because I'm sure in context in natural this is what happened. We had to separate.
They've even given reason why they are breaking up. Almost say they tried to work, it didn't work. That's all.
They came back and it didn't work, and then they are not even enemies.
Yes.
Even I think the latter part of the
Write-up,
what showed the
yeah,
the signature,
yeah,
and they love you with your something. So I think it's maturity. I saved them a lot. After interviews or whatever, President Young, as Roland said, I showed the year. The year was until on your day. I just choose to reply whatever.
Yes.
You ask me.
We no can say, oh yeah, your friend is saying. Interview no na ukobusa ho asem cry will look like unim waduma because I've already told you everything intimate bet so what bet na hanum say na miss buza say e dey na ye na one girl ni jai ya then it means yeah ntino I say o ma break bibia so by interviewer if you want to ask anything it should be about his or her career and not about the relationship not at all. So these are some of the things that I think some couples are omonya issues they can also learn from this.
And also you think I think Roland said something depending on saying you break it up what you say and say why you money where do you money no need me you don't expect me say make sure something like this.
Oh, but senior Roland Swankasa kind and says sometimes it can cost you your career. So career and some of the things
you have to let go.
Yes. Now they are showing.
Oh,
What
depend.
What if you can say me a celebrity? My partner is not, and he wants to bring me down because they are my any money in age. What you say? Oh no, I found
yeah.
I found me career or whatever. So fast being age, and I say I won't give me money. Obey me money.
Career it's anything yeah. Sometimes your ego, your therapy, your self-therapy is more important than any
other thing.
There's we are so for free one man. There are two most depressed people on earth. I saw for any celebrities.
It's true.
Thank God for me.
It's true.
Because a man for you as a my catch them. Ye penny dia monchene ba mumunye ni dia wunti meka mumunya rewa wunti meka nche you understand,
and we'll make mockery of it sometimes.
Exactly. Into your mono they be at so of which sometimes they need people.
Into your mom and pie true they get more depressed.
So most people would want to blast out. So me when I see some of these celebrities blasting out, especially recently when Medical was blasting out, me I had no problem. Of course, you see, Obiani the
and
way.
Looking at where you are coming from.
No.
Obiani. Baby, how will you have a problem with it?
Obiani the way.
Or dealing with issues. Okay.
Obiani in the form of understanding of life. There are certain people that I am one person. When you wronged me the first time, I would see you as okay, you don't know me, so let us pass. Second time, maybe it's a mistake. Third time, I would react because I know now you are trying to take advantage of me. But some people, see, last time I was a friend of mine, so a girlfriend, and I called the girl. Let me catch her and say, see, me, where I come from, I never saw my dad lift a finger on my mom. Mechiba your bar. So even Mechiba mpo, mean famine sankanida. You see, some other person, baby onu free bano. It is the order of the day.
Yeah, bro, yeah, but Jesus.
To. Into your no. Oh, one ye day one so na kra no. or pay the amount of that.
Yes, we are not bad now on Saba.
Now what's happening on Sadia Abon? Obiane entertain the man.
Sure.
Any the way the kind of love they got, the kind of understanding they got from wherever they are coming from. Any the way Sifa reacted to Nyama. I can tell you, say, Obi or Honoma, Sadia Shenswa. Obetimi aka just say ye din me bekasa men pesa me tell she or bekasa be 2 hours.
That is me.
Exactly.
Let me talk.
Owia.
Jahme.
Owia, why you okay?
Yes. Yeah. Leave me, exactly. Let me talk.
And so when people would want to go haywire, of course, some of the things they will say, they will do. We may not like it, but if we really want to save those people, we should let them vent.
Okay.
And sir, or the person may die, or the person may do the unthinkable. Or we can't do anything about it.
Okay. But yes, here for me, pa, me and I'm sorry. I had there, yes. I think say no, well, but me, I think say no matter what, no, the baby no, nanka. You can just be angry, flare up and do certain things, but sometimes one way at the end of the day, you can't go back to correct it. No. It may no, I would say irrespective of how the outcome of the breakup, no. For all you know, a lot has gone in and on my babonti just to break some speculations. Never say yes, we say we kofa we boy we aji we sika we aye say no and one ye me yaba move ya move betimi akoko andaji a obi a enim ho asem me. That is what I will say on this matter. I'm person rapper now you are done. I'm sorry so now. Okay, you matter move for me, I'm so for mo pa. Enti ene ahase ne de nadwumadie no ebesi enkomotwetwe no eye de de nyina ye topics a na adesua ewo mu ede emayen Roland ebe ka mensa e wo ha no so fi shatter movement e na odbaaye e na afen so na amoshiele ono so every Stormboy camp osan ye nurse esan eka ho ebi kwa na osan ka busa weed no the your friend say health implications no next time you buy a beka ho asan maybe next week we'll talk about it. If me producer ebe permit me there, then we'll talk about it. Inti omumie no ene beka me ho amu nyina so kasa fine party aman komotwetwe no aye dama time kra kwa me hu posa time eko and then wo so onya adaje etna se na wo hwe ye so no me da wase bebre mpani for me da wase se mobile. Thank you so much for being with us from 7 a.m. till this time no. Yeah, I appreciate you and I love you so much. A very big thank you to the production team as well, Smart and then Richard and the rest of the team. Oye and the rest no munyina yeda omase na fe nyambo a ochina ye besa so ehia ebiem akosua kwane ene medin. Do not forget to say we still have the airtime at ewo hono oye sofo na se wo preach am pacho. We have the airtime for you. School na opese obo ho de bibia o ton opese obo ho de robia no ye wo airtime ewo hano se a obetimi aba baje bie yapono ato hono airtime no so ewo fam kama obetimi atua time bia wo pe bia from 1 minute to whichever way piano. You have it here right on Nidaso television. Yes, sure. The marketing team, no, they already see a PC who is a mopa, more dear. Now, what so can they?
Let's say marketing, school marketing.
Okay. Okay.
We are less like do a diploma, not or hack. And then you want to do a top up in the university, County and University.
Okay. Okay.
It's open. The fees are very moderate.
Okay.
When you do like I said, na Emma link no discount. Don't worry.
All right. Now your free advert e dey ammo but mo person mo tin mo a in the Dasun television ye wa hanum say e dey mamo. Momra bibi kitua bi ye be bodero ama mo saa for people to hear it. Enti no momodin a na mo fuma fidie ne ento am say ye free hanum say ya na say ye kwa ye sorry so na say we dey birthday we dey manya dey ankam sorry na dey obro na nke bekumie. We happy